One beautiful morning, the house was quiet and cozy. Lily was lounging on the sofa, eyes glued to her favorite TV show. But amidst those relaxing moments, a thought popped into her head. Dad must be working so hard right now, she told herself. Her love for her dad urged her to do something special for him. No sooner thought than done. Lily scurried into the kitchen. Luckily, there was a basket of fresh vegetables Dad had just bought on the table. Looking like a true pro, Lily started prepping. Her small but skillful hands picked up the green beans, snapped them neatly, and removed the strings, just as well as any adult. Once done, she carefully put everything into the pot. Added just enough water and turned on the stove. Lily stood there patiently, her eyes sparkling as she watched the steam rise. A few minutes later, the gentle aroma of boiled veggies filled the air. Lily scooped them into her familiar little basket and toddled out to the garden.
Dad!
Seeing his little girl approaching, Dad paused his work, looking surprised. Lily happily held out the basket, showing off her hard work. He took the food and carefully checked each piece. He nodded in satisfaction. Ah, it's perfectly cooked. That sentence was the best reward for Chef Lily. She knew exactly when the veggies were ready, a sign of maturity that would warm anyone's heart.
Cảm ơn nhé.
As they ate in the garden, an uninvited guest appeared. It was Bebe, the little goat. Smelling the food, Bebe trotted over. Instead of chasing him away, Lily happily shared her portion. Under the cool shade of the trees, the three of them, Dad, Lily, and Bebe, enjoyed the simple vegetable meal together. The story begins on a day Lily was home alone. Like a pro basketball player, Lily made perfect shots into the hoop, making anyone watching amazed. After running a few laps around the house and scoring some spectacular points, Lily started to feel tired. She climbed onto her comfy beanbag chair to rest and recharge. Just then, Dad came home from work. In his hands was a wonderful gift for his little girl. Fresh, delicious pears. However, after her intense workout, Dad noticed his athlete was dripping with sweat and starting to smell a bit stinky. So Dad decided to whisk Lily off for a bath immediately.
A few moments later.
Rồi, chờ tí nhá. Đây. Cho tay đi con.
After a good scrub, Lily returned looking fresh, clean, and wearing a super cute pink outfit.
Đây, một sắp mùa đông rồi nhá, mặc cho nó ấm nhá. Đó. Quần này. Mùa đông lạnh. Thùng thàn thỉnh nhỉ.
Now that she was squeaky clean, Dad asked Lily to help make juice.
Ok. Ôm nào, ôm nào. Đúng rồi. Thôi đi pha nước uống nhá. Đi làm nước uống nhá. Ha. Đi làm nước uống nhá. Đi. Đi lên làm nước uống nào. Vào đây làm cho Ly nước uống nhá.
Lily proved to be a great assistant.
Cái lau này các bạn ạ. Giỏi lắm về ba. Đây. Rồi con bỏ kia đi.
While Dad peeled the pears, Lily quickly picked up the peels and tidied them into the trash bin neatly.
Bỏ cái đổ đi. Rồi con bỏ kia luôn đi. Bỏ đi con. Bỏ luôn. Giỏi lắm. Đây là ly miếng này. Đấy. Rồi cái này bỏ đây nhá. Rồi con bỏ đi. Đúng rồi. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Bỏ kia đi. Lau đi con. Lau đi. Lau. Lau. Đúng rồi. Rồi, đi giỏi lắm. Rồi, mình bắt đầu nhé. Rồi, đi qua đây. Đây, đứng xuống, đứng. Đây. Đấy, đúng rồi, biết làm gì chưa?
When it was time to juice, Lily personally picked up the pear slices Dad had cut and put them into the slow juicer.
Bỏ tiếp lên đấy con.
She worked carefully and skillfully,
Chưa được đâu,
just
nữa
like
đi.
an
Đây,
adult.
đi. Một cái nữa thôi, một cái đấy nữa thôi. Rồi. Này. Bạn nút này. Đây bên đây này. Đây này. Đây này. Đó.
Her eyes watched intently as the cool juice flowed into the pitcher, her face full of excitement, waiting for the result.
Rồi bỏ nữa đi. Bỏ thêm nữa đi. Nữa. Nữa đi. Nữa đi con, nữa đi. Rồi nữa đi. Rồi cái này để bác cắt cho Ly ăn nhé. Đây, bác cắt bỏ miếng cho Ly nhé. Các an toàn lắm nhỉ. Rồi. Đi, rồi qua đây mình làm cái này nhé.
To reward Lily's hard work, Dad cut a separate plate of fresh pears just for her.
Đi bỏ ông kia nhé. Cứ bỏ đây đi. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Bỏ đi con. Đúng rồi. Đây nữa. Bỏ đây con.
The little party began. Lily confidently used a fork to eat the fruit, enjoying every bite.
Ăn đi, vào lấy nước cho. Ăn đi. Con ăn xong đi nhé, ăn đi. Đúng rồi. Ăn xong đi rồi bà lấy cho. Đúng rồi đấy. Đi ăn xong đi, bà lấy nước cho Ly nhé. Con ăn đi. Uống nước trước hả? Rồi, đi vào đây.
Finally came the most awaited moment, tasting the juice. Lily took a long sip through the straw, her face lighting up with delight, and she didn't forget to exclaim, "Yummy," to thank Dad.
Ôi, ngon ha. Ngon ha. Ngon quá Ly ha. Đấy. Đã nhỉ.
It was a happy day for Lily, going from energetic exercise to warm, sweet moments with Dad and delicious treats. Morning sunlight gently filtered into the living room, shining on the bed where Lily was relaxing. The little monkey had just woken up, her eyes still a bit dreamy, enjoying the quiet peace of the early morning. A moment later, Dad walked in,
Dad.
bringing the cool breeze and the scent of the garden with him.
Dad.
Seeing his little girl was awake, Dad walked over, his voice warm and caring. "Did you sleep well, Lily? Have you been up long?"
Ngồi chơi nhé. Nhà có buồn không? Nhà có buồn không? Nhà có buồn không? Cái xe này. Sửa. Lily, lấy ghế. Lấy ghế cũng được, lấy ngồi ha. Thử xem tay đi.
After asking how she was, Dad rubbed his belly and sighed. "Wow, Dad is so hungry, Lily." You'd think Lily would just stare blankly, but no, she seemed to understand everything. Lily got to work immediately. She waddled off and came back with a treasure in her hand. A pack of instant beef pho, holding it up proudly to show Dad. Dad smiled and decided to let Lily be his sous chef.
Đấy. Thơm lắm nhỉ. Con bỏ này qua kia cho bà nhé, để bà nấu nước. Làm mì nhé. Nè, mì đây này. Đây là phở, đúng rồi. Nè, phở này, vào đây là gì này, thấy không? Đây là muối. Là vịt.
Can you open this, Lily? Dad handed her the tiny seasoning packet.
Bóc cái đường này. Bóc này.
Lily's small hands worked quickly to take it. Dad watched her work with joy, constantly praising his daughter's smarts and helpfulness.
Đây là phở bò, đây nước cốt nha. Rồi bây giờ bà làm cái ly nhá, bà làm ly đồ ăn cái ly nhá, đi ngồi đó, đi ngồi đó. Đây. Bà đưa đi cái bánh nha. Bỏ đấy con, bỏ đấy. Đúng rồi, đấy. Cái bánh đẹp nhỉ. Nè. Tí nữa ăn nha, tí nữa ăn nha.
Once the water was boiling, everything was ready. The water is very hot. Sit down carefully, Lily, Dad gently reminded her as they sat at the table. In front of Lily now was a steaming bowl of beef pho and a plate of fragrant buns. Without waiting, Lily started enjoying her achievement.
Bánh bao ấy.
Watching her eat deliciously, her eyes lighting up with pleasure as she tasted the soft bun and the savory broth. Dad felt the meal tasted twice as good.
Ly.
Is it yummy, Lily? Eat up! Dad's encouraging words mixed with the happy chewing sounds of Lily created a space filled with love. That breakfast wasn't just about pho and buns. It was full of the flavor of simple happiness between Dad and daughter.
Cái miếng nào? Miếng này. Ăn dễ thương quá.
One beautiful morning in their cozy little kitchen, Dad was busy preparing a meal. when he realized the salt jar was empty. He called out, "Lily, come here a second, I need your help." Lily, the clever little monkey, ran in immediately, her big round eyes waiting expectantly.
Đi giúp ba đi mua một cái bì muối nha. Ba bè ba ngâm cái khoai tây tí ha. Được không? Nha. Đi lấy cái túi đi. Lấy túi. Đúng rồi. À, giỏi lắm. Đây nè.
Today's mission was very important. Lily had to go to the market to buy a pack of salt so Dad could soak the potatoes.
Đây bà có cái này, đây bà tiền vào để đây nhá. Đi mua giúp ba nhá. Đúng chưa?
Before she left, Dad carefully put money in her bag,
Có thêm mẹ cho ly này.
worried she might get hungry on the way.
Đây.
Dad also thoughtfully packed a
Để đây
fresh
cho ly nhá. Lúc
tangerine,
nào đi đói lấy ăn nhá. Đừng lấy tiền đi mua tiền nhá, nghe chưa?
but he didn't forget to remind her,
Rồi, Lily.
this is to
Rồi
eat
đấy,
if you get
lấy mũ
hungry.
đi, bà kia.
Absolutely do not use the money to buy snacks. Lily nodded eagerly, looking determined, and happily set off. The road to the market was fun, with lively music mixing with the sound of Lily's happy footsteps. After walking for a while, her legs felt a bit tired, so she decided to rest on a large rock by the roadside. She took out the tangerine Dad gave her and peeled it to eat. But Lily was a bit careless. While taking out the fruit, the money in her bag accidentally fell out without her noticing. She was too busy enjoying the sweet tangerine and the cool breeze. After finishing her snack, she skipped along to the grocery store. When she arrived, the friendly shopkeeper asked, "Hello, Lily. What would you like to buy
Mua
today?"
gì Lily? Hả? Bà muốn mua gì? Đó, bà muốn gì bà lựa đi.
Remembering Dad's words, Lily quickly went to the shelf and picked the exact pack of salt she needed. She confidently brought it to the counter.
Ô, này không phải tiền. Tiền của bạn đâu?
She pulled out an object, but the
Tiền đâu rồi?
shopkeeper shook her
Cái này
head.
không phải tiền.
"That's not money, Lily." Lily's face turned pale. She searched the whole bag, but it was empty. Suddenly, Lily remembered resting on the rock earlier. Without hesitating, she turned around and ran as fast as she could back to that spot. Back at the rock, Lily looked around frantically. And there it was. The bill was stuck right between two rocks where she had sat to eat the tangerine. Lily happily picked up the money, clutched it tight, and ran all the way back to the shop. Seeing Lily return, panting for breath, the shopkeeper smiled. This time, Lily proudly handed over the money and received the pack of salt.
Bye.
When When she got home, Dad praised her as he took the salt. "Thank you, Lily." Immediately, Dad started cooking.
Lên đây. Vào đây con. Đây. Cảm ơn Ly nhé. Đấy, con ngâm cái này. Ngâm một xíu ha. Ngâm này thì cho nó phải hư nhé con nhé, nó giòn ha.
He explained to Lily that soaking potatoes and carrots in salt water helps remove the sap, starch, and makes them much crispier and tastier when cooked.
Cảm ơn Ly nhé, có muối ăn ở đấy. Rồi, ok. Ăn luộc cái này cho Ly nhé, được không? Đó.
Soon enough, the pot of carrots and potatoes was on the stove cooking away.
Rồi, chờ xíu ha.
Another beautiful morning began at Lily's small house. As usual, Dad woke up early to prepare a delicious breakfast for Lily.
Ta làm đồ ăn là Ly ăn ở nhà chơi nhé, Ly nhé. Được chưa? Rồi, đây. Đây, đây. Đi ăn ở nhà để ba nhé, được chưa?
Before hoisting his hoe onto his shoulder to go to the fields, Dad patted Lily's head and reminded her, "Be a good girl at home, eat your breakfast, and watch the house."
Đi lên ở nhà nhé, được chưa?
I'll work for a bit and come back. Dad's shadow disappeared behind the gate. The house suddenly felt quiet. Lily was home alone, looking around and feeling bored. She started to miss Dad, thinking that working out in the sun must make him very tired and hungry. Unable to just sit and wait, Lily decided to do something. She scurried to the corner of the room, opened her piggy bank, and took out a coin she had saved. Looking determined, she put on her small bag and cute hat. Pulled her tiny wagon and started her journey away from home. Lily's first stop was a fruit store by the road.
Hi. Lily có mua cái gì? Lily lựa đây.
Amidst many kinds of fruit, Lily quickly picked out the reddest apples and some fresh tangerines.
Đi, cái tiền đâu đi. Đây, đây, đây.
Not only was she good at choosing, but she also surprised and delighted everyone by paying the seller politely and smartly. With the food bought, Lily eagerly pulled her wagon to find Dad. The road to the field was quite long, and the sun was getting high. After a while, Lily felt tired. She stopped by the roadside to rest and took the opportunity to quality check the goods by tasting the freshness of the fruit to regain her strength.
Yummy.
After a short break, thinking of Dad waiting, Lily lifted her spirits and continued pulling her wagon. Finally, she arrived. Her effort paid off. From afar, Lily saw Dad working hard. When he saw Lily appear with her wagon, Dad was completely surprised, his eyes wide. Oh, look! Lily! Why are you here? And where did this apple come from?
Cảm ơn Ly nhé. Kiếm nào ngồi ăn nhé.
Answering Dad's surprise, Lily gently held out the apple as a gift to give him energy.
Ui trời. Đang mệt mà có cái này ăn ngon quá hả Ly ha.
In the middle of the vast
Này,
field,
cắn cho mỗi người
father
miếng nha.
and daughter shared a warm snack.
Ừ. Đây.
Dad broke the apple in two, giving Lily half and keeping half for himself.
Đi ăn đi. Mỗi người một quả nhé.
They ate
Ngon ha.
deliciously, enjoying the sweetness of the fruit and the joy of
Ly
being
đâu mua đây đi.
together.
Tiền đâu mua cho ba đây.
Dad smiled, thanking his little
Cảm ơn Ly
daughter
nha.
for her sweet care.
Giỏi quá. Táo chín ngon quá Ly ạ. Xong chưa? Ly ngồi đây ăn nhé, chờ ba tí nhé. Ly ngồi đấy chờ ba tí.
Recharged by
Vào lúc này
Lily,
tí nhé.
Dad quickly went back to finish his work, while Lily sat obediently resting nearby. A beautiful morning began just like any other in the cozy little house. Sunlight streamed through the window, waking Dad up. However, today the atmosphere felt a little different. Dad seemed more lethargic than usual.
Đi.
When Dad stepped into the bathroom to get ready, Lily was already there.
Rồi đưa gót cho ba nè. Xong kia đưa gót cho ba cầm bỏ đấy nè.
Though small, she is an incredibly sensible little girl.
Rồi đây, đây ba.
Seeing that Dad was moving slowly,
Đây.
Lily nimbly helped him put his toothbrush away in the cup, then stood on her tiptoes to turn off the faucet.
Mở cho ba nè. Mở cho ba.
These tiny actions showed the immense care Lily had for her dad.
Rồi đi lên nhà nè. Đi nè.
After finishing up, both of them moved to the living room.
Đây mà làm đồ ăn đi nhé.
Dad sighed softly and said, "I'm feeling a bit tired today, so I woke up a little later than usual, Lily." She sat obediently on her chair, holding a box of milk with both hands and drinking happily, her round eyes following Dad's busy silhouette in the kitchen. While waiting for Dad to prepare breakfast, Lily didn't fuss or make demands. Before long, a hot breakfast was ready. Dad brought the food out, smiled, patted Lily's head, and wished her a good meal.
Đi ăn đi nhé, để ba dọn cái ghế ra bên kia nhé, thấy chưa?
While Lily was focused on enjoying her breakfast, Dad took the opportunity to tidy up the house. Suddenly, as he bent down, a sharp pain shot down his spine, forcing him to stop, his face wincing in agony. He braced his hand against his back and struggled to move over to the sofa to lie down and rest. Lily, with her amazing, sensitive instincts, immediately realized something was wrong. She put down her fork, her eyes filled with worry as she looked at Dad, as if asking, "Dad, are you okay?" Without hesitating, Lily quickly ran to find the pain relief patches Dad usually used, then toddled over to bring them to where he was resting on the sofa.
Coi xem nào. Đâu? Cái gì đây? À, cái bán lưng dán lưng bữa bà mua. Đúng rồi. Không quên mất. Ui trời. Ủa, cái này sao có cái này nhỉ? Đây hả? À. À, cái này dán vào lưng hả? Ừ. À, bỏ đây nhé. Đây đi. À.
Dad looked at Lily, deeply touched, and asked, Lily, could you help me hold my shirt up?
Đây đi.
Lily's small hands gently grasped the hem of Dad's shirt, pulling it up high and holding it tight so Dad could apply the patch to the painful spot. Under Dad's guidance, the little monkey performed the task skillfully and with high concentration. Just like a real nurse. Once the patch was securely on Dad's back, she ran to get a bottle of cool water from the fridge for him to drink and regain his strength.
Trời ơi, đi lấy nước cho ba luôn hả? Ừ. Con mở cho ba đi, mở đi. Mở sao? Mở sao? À, đúng rồi đấy, nha. Đây tay còn bỏ tay đây. Đây. Nó mở đây.
Seeing that Dad was in less pain, Lily finally felt reassured. The story begins on a beautiful day. Lily was sitting neatly at her desk, her right hand holding a pencil, her eyes glued to the pages with a look of extreme concentration. However, the serious study session didn't last long. Deep in her research, an unpleasant smell was creeping into her study space, and there it was. Right in the corner of the room lay a pile of dirty clothes scattered about. Instead of running to tattle or waiting for Dad to come home and solve it, Lily decided to roll up her sleeves and handle the mess herself. Here, Lily's professional performance truly began. She filled a large basin with water. Then unhesitatingly dipped her hands into the cold water. Her small but skillful hands worked hard, rubbing and scrubbing each shirt and blanket to remove all the soap suds and stains. Looking at the way Lily worked, anyone would have to admit she did laundry remarkably well, rivaling any human. Everything seemed to be under her control. After a while of wrestling with the pile of clothes, the laundry was finally done. But Lily didn't leave the soaking wet clothes in the basin. She continued to carry the basket out to the sun-drenched yard to dry them. Each shirt was shaken out straight and draped carefully over the chairs. But that wasn't all. Lily's meticulousness was shown when she didn't leave right away. She returned to the scene, tidied up the laundry tools, and restored order to the house. Lily felt incredibly refreshed. She excitedly ran into the room to find Dad, surely to show off her glorious achievement today and await some well-deserved praise. A new day began at Lily's small house. Dad called her up early, his voice sleepy but full of care. "Lily, have you brushed your teeth and washed your face yet?" Lily responded quickly, signaling she was ready for the new day. Hungry bellies urged Dad and daughter to find breakfast. Both excitedly headed for the fridge. But when the door opened, disappointment struck. The fridge was empty. There was no food left, not even Lily's favorite box of milk. The situation became tense when Dad rummaged through his pockets and sighed. "Oh no, Lily, I'm out of money for groceries. What should we do now?"
Ly ơi, bán tiền của Ly. Sao giờ? Sao đi? Sao? Lấy tiền là sao giờ? Hả? Sao giờ? Đi tiền đâu?
Seeing the worried look on Dad's face, Lily looked confused. She scratched her head, bewildered about how to solve this economic problem. But Lily is a very smart monkey. After a moment of thought, she remembered she had a secret stash. Lily quickly ran to get the savings from her box and gave them to Dad. This sensible action left Dad completely surprised and touched.
À, trời ơi, giỏi quá. Thôi ba lấy tiền ba đi mua cho Ly nhé. Được không? Ha. Cho Ly theo ba chơi nhé.
With money in hand, Dad excitedly said, "Come on, let's go buy ingredients to make cakes."
Lấy mũ được không? Thì lấy mũ đi. Qua đây không? Qua đây. Để bà cắt tiền ha. Xem này. Mũ hay ấy. Mũ hay ấy, Ly. Hả?
Dad and daughter got ready to head out on the motorbike.
Tiền đây nhé. Thấy chưa?
Safety first, Dad took a tiny helmet that fit perfectly and put it on Lily's head. Lily stood still obediently, so Dad could buckle the strap carefully. Then she expertly climbed onto the front of the bike, poised like a professional biker, ready to hit the streets with Dad. The trip was a brilliant success. They brought home a big bag of pancake mix, promising a filling breakfast. Back home, the atmosphere became lively.
Mang qua đây nha.
Dad declared loudly, "Today, Dad and Lily will show off our skills making pancakes."
Đây ba, đưa muỗng này. Lấy muỗng này. À. Túi đây, túi đây. Rồi, bây giờ. Để đây nha. Đi nào đi. Đây này đi ạ. Chào mọi người nhé. Bây giờ mình làm bánh Lily ăn nhé. Nè, bây giờ làm bánh Lily nhé.
Dad cut open the bag of flour, and the aroma of wheat filled the air. Besides the flour, the essential ingredient was fresh chicken eggs.
Ít giời, đây này. Đó, một ít bột Lily nhé. Lấy kia đi, lấy cái kia. Đúng rồi. Đấy lên. Đúng rồi. Đây đi. Đây này. Cái trứng này. Thấy chưa? Đó.
Then came the tricky part, cracking the eggs. Dad gently guided Lily on how to hold the egg and tap it lightly against the side of the bowl. Lily opened her big round eyes, watching Dad's every move intently, then tentatively reached out her tiny hands to try. After the eggs and flour were in the bowl, Lily held the whisk, coordinating rhythmically with Dad to mix the batter.
Đánh bột đi, trứng cho nó đều như Linh nhé.
Watching his little daughter working passionately, Dad laughed and praised her. "Wow, Lily really is a professional baker."
Đây đứng đây. Đây đứng đây. Đây đứng đây. Đó, đây cầm đây. Đúng rồi. Bột ngon nữa đi. Rồi. Bây giờ bắt đầu bánh cho Ly nha, em xem nhé. Từ từ bỏ cái này vào đây ha. Đây nè. Đó. Chờ cuốn nóng tí ha.
The stove was hot, and Dad began to ladle scoops of smooth white batter into the pan.
Môi là một ô nhá.
A cheerful sizzling sound rang out, and the round cakes began to take shape.
Đấy, cầm đấy. Cầm đấy, đúng rồi. Đó, thấy chưa? Đó. Rồi. Đây lại nha. Nha. Wow. Để tí ha. 5 phút được, mấy phút là được cái gì ạ? 1-2 phút thôi nhé. Này nhanh lắm. Nó nở nhanh lắm. Nó bốc lên giờ đấy nhé. Whoa!
Just a few minutes later, under the heat, the pancakes puffed up, turning a golden brown that looked incredibly appetizing and spreading a delicious aroma throughout the kitchen. Dad skillfully flipped the pancakes, then lifted the golden brown cakes onto a plate.
Rồi, để bà tắt bếp nha.
Lily stood by, her eyes sparkling with excitement, her stomach rumbling louder than ever.
Đẹp chưa này? Đấy. Rồi đi này.
Finally, the most awaited moment arrived. Dad and daughter sat at the table, enjoying the hot pancakes made by their own hands. Lily took a bite of the soft, fluffy cake.
Yummy.
The rich taste of eggs and milk melted in her mouth, making her look incredibly delighted.
Ngon ha. Ngon Ly hả? Tiền mình làm ra đấy nha. Tại sao ba cho lại tiền lại đi nhé. Được chưa? Ha. Ngon đấy nhỉ. Đấy, trời ơi. Bột trứng đấy. Ngon quá ha.
Breakfast ended in happy laughter and the satisfaction of both dad and daughter. The story begins on a beautiful day as little Lily toddled after her dad into the cool green garden. Dad's voice rang out encouragingly. "Come on, let's go find some fruit." Lily was absolutely thrilled. When they found the first jackfruits, expert inspector, Lily got right to work. Dad asked, "Is it ripe yet?"
Thấy không? Hái đi con. Hái đi. Nè.
And Lily began climbing back and forth, examining each fruit carefully.
Hái xuống Ly ơi. Chín chưa? Chín chưa? Chín chưa? Rồi về nhà rồi, được về nhà rồi. Cánh đi lên, cái cắn đấy. Đây nè. Vứt cái đó đi, vứt cái đi. Con kia nó cắn đấy nha. Đi qua bé nè, xem ngoài kia nào. Ui trời ơi. Ôi ôi.
At the first tree, after some serious observation and checking, Lily seemed to realize this jackfruit wasn't quite up to standard. So she and Dad decided to skip it. Not discouraged, Dad guided Lily to the second jackfruit tree. Here, the inspection process was repeated just as seriously. This time, after checking it out, Lily determined the jackfruit was perfectly ripe.
Đúng rồi, vắt xuống. Chín rồi mang về ăn thôi. Vắt xuống. Nè. Chín này. Nè. Kiến đấy, cẩn thận nhá. Vất đây về nào. Nè, vào đây. Vào đây. Rồi, để nó bắt con này nhá. Nè, để nó bắt Ly xem nhá.
Joy lit up her face as she joined forces with Dad to harvest their prize and bring it down to the ground.
Mạnh rồi Ly. Ôi, wow. Wow. Nè, xuống đây Ly. Đi nào, lên đây. Đây. Đúng rồi. Yeah. Được không? Về mình bầu thử nhé. Đi chơi có biết chí ăn nhỉ? Nè, đi ha. Đi
The two of them lugged the big jackfruit back to the house, their hearts full of anticipation.
Giờ bổ ra, bỏ Lily ăn nhé.
Then came the most important part.
Chín này, mình bấm là chín này, còn này nhá. Đó, đúng rồi. Con vào xít đây. Xít này cắt ra. Đây đi này. Đây. Bổ nhá. Xem nào. Đây, Ly đứng xít đây. Xít đây. Đúng rồi, con để tay ra. Để tay ra.
Dad used a knife to cut the jackfruit open.
Cẩn thận Ly nhá. Rồi. Đó, đó. Rồi.
Surprise! Inside were golden yellow segments,
Ngon đấy.
smelling wonderful and looking as perfect as a painting.
Chờ tí nhá. Rồi, wow, đẹp quá. Bỏ vào đây ha. Này, ngon chưa Ly? Thấy không? Thấy không? Ly lấy rổ đã, lấy cái rổ đi con. Lấy rổ mang vào đây. Đấy, bỏ xuống. Bác bỏ đây nha. Bỏ đây ha. Anh bỏ đây ha. Bỏ đây xuống mang dưới kia các bạn ăn nhé. Đi, đi ra bàn đi. Đi này.
It was time to feast.
Đây, vào đây. Tí nha.
Dad carefully separated the golden, juicy segments and placed them on a plate for his daughter. Lily grabbed a small fork, skewered a big piece immediately, and popped it into her mouth. The sweet taste of the tree-ripened jackfruit made her eat with pure delight. Dad sat beside her, peeling more pieces and asking kindly, "Is it yummy?" Lily nodded as she chewed, showing just how much she loved the fruit of her labor.
Được Ly, được rồi.
The story closes with the warm image of father and daughter sitting together, enjoying the sweet jackfruit and chatting happily. A beautiful memory in Lily's childhood garden.
Ăn Ly. Ăn từ từ thôi nhé.